Hi, beautiful moms. So before I go to sleep, yeah, you see me all cozy with my blanket here. I thought I would share something with you that is part of the theme this month. As I announced, if you've seen my email, if you're on my email list, you know that this month, March 2022, if you're watching that later, will be dedicated to letting go, like clearing, inner spring clearing to the blocks that are in the way of our highest parenting and frankly highest version of show. I don't like saying highest version, but a higher version of showing up in the world, more powerful and more effortless. So what I wanted to share today before I'm going to rest for the night is something very simple. Pay attention to what you're complaining about, because what you're complaining about is an unconscious desire to reproduce in your life. And let me explain. You know how in our society we tend to bond when we face a challenge and we go to our girlfriends or the people we love who love us and we explain it, we receive a ton of love, a ton of human to human connection, which is a basic human need, as you know. So if we meet that need of connection in that way, which is kind of taking our power away, it becomes a habit because there is a reward to that negative habit. And we will tend to do that over and over and over and reinforce that bad habit at a brain level. So I wanted to just ask you, pay attention when you go to your girlfriends and you're about to complain about something, hold yourself back. You can ask for them, I would love if you gave me a hug now. I would ask for whatever you need without needing to share that negative complaint. And sometimes we are not very conscious of what's going on. And what I advise my clients to do, and I've been doing that since I was coaching people on relationships, like for years. When you go about having a discussion with your girlfriends, put your phone down, your phone, you can record, you put it down on record and record yourself and maybe do that once or twice. And if they freak out, just explain to them why. Say, my coach, because I'm coaching you right now, has recommended that I record my conversations, especially if it's a week where you had to face a lot of challenges. Of course, I'm not talking about becoming robots where you can't share what's going on for support, but I'm talking about same kind of complaints that you tend to repeat over and over. For example, raising teenagers is so hard. Yes, I know it can be hard and it can be very rewarding. They have magnificent, beautiful aspects to them too. Things like that. Or, I don't know, something about it's so hard to stay away from sugar, which is something I'm working on currently. And believe me, that's a challenge for me. But repeating it over and over, you convince your brain of what you're saying. It is an affirmation and not a positive one. So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight before I go and rest, and encourage you to make mini changes in your habits for maximum results. So that's it for now. And if you're not in our circles, join us. Join our Facebook group, Co-Parenting with the Universe. And you can come and share with us maybe some of your negative habits, because sometimes it's hard to share here below. If you're not watching on Facebook, let's say you're watching on YouTube right now, it's hard to come public with that. That's why I'm here for you. That's why I'm sharing my coming public, I wouldn't say weakness, negative habits, so that you can see that you're not alone, that you can see that even us coaches, who have been coaching people for years, we still have these tendencies. And it's a lifelong process to always work on yourself. And I promise you, life becomes better and better and better. And this is really not something very challenging that I am asking you to do right now. It's just a question of awareness and refraining from doing something that doesn't serve you. So that's it for tonight. And I'll see you next time in the podcast. Maybe not just before I go to sleep, not in a blanket, but inspiration comes and I need to share when I need to share. Mwah.